big topic in terms of conscious awareness today, and that is safety. Where do you not feel safe in your body? Hi, everyone. My name is Melinda Van Fleet, and I'm an intuitive and energetic empowerment mentor, and welcome to Own Your Greatness. I only do one-on-one coaching, longer term, 3-month or more. My website is melindavanfleet.com, and these videos are my gift to you. So thank you for being here. Safety in your body is probably one of the most important things you can have conscious awareness about. Where do you not feel safe? For the vast majority of you, this will be a big, deep dive and a journey. So give yourself grace, but do not delay. It's that important. When I realized years ago that my husband and I would do a prayer every night before we went to bed, the prayer was extremely intuitive. It was intuitively led. I did not read a book or hear it and create some prayer or copy some prayer. It was intuitively led. And in that prayer, I always thanked God. I didn't ask God. I didn't beg. It was done. It is done. I asked for how I said it was, thank you, God. Sorry, got a little tongue-tied there. Got all excited. Thank you, God, for our perfect health and safety. And at the time, I didn't even know what I was saying, to be honest with you. I meant just safety, right? Like someone doesn't rob us or we don't get in a car crash or something like that, because that's very 3D safety. And that's normally what people think of. Hi, using myself as an example, right? But safety in your body is a whole other level of consciousness. And what I realized is that having that sense of safety in your body helps you just live as your own authentic truth, which is alignment, which lets things come in, which releases resistance, which stops all the other crazy mind loops and things that we all do and no one talks about. So about a week or so ago, I had this really incredible experience that was completely random. And it was a run-in with a woman who's older, and she's in her 90s. And she is extremely wealthy, and at the same time is always in trouble for running her mouth. She's in trouble for speaking her truth. And she knows this. She knows this consciously, that she's just always in trouble. So she ended up sharing with me that she grew up very poor and she married a very wealthy man. So that was just kind of part of our conversation. And she also ended up sharing with me that she was always in trouble. And she's actually been banned from something. And when she was telling me this, I was laughing. And laughter is actually not that someone's funny. Laughter is that your nervous system is in a state of surprise. So I'm kind of laughing and giggling because I literally don't know what to make of this conversation. And I don't know her. And she's telling me all this. And so I'm oh my gosh. So I'm just kind of laughing and giggling along with the story. And ends up what she was telling me that she's banned from, she's still receiving. She's still receiving. So that's why it was also kind of funny, because I was listening and I'm okay, she's been banned because of running her mouth, but she's still receiving. So she really just doesn't care. She's still safe. She's still safe. So I ended the conversation with her, moved on. And what has come to me through consciousness, through my expansion. So if you watched my video yesterday, and if you watched the video that I mentioned with my niece, Sienna, I zoomed out even more. And I was okay, what is this saying? So this woman feels extremely safe So she speaks her truth. And what that's doing is these other people are aligning with her. They're helping her. They're actually bringing her the things that have been banished from her. Why? Because they're looking to her as a beacon of light. Hopefully getting some confidence in themselves to also speak their truth and feel safe. This is how we all work together. This is how we all work together. We all reflect off each other. We all tap into each other's energies in some way, shape, or form. So this woman who in the 3D world is like considered like not really great, let's say, because she runs her mouth and she says things that maybe are like shouldn't have been said. So I'm not condoning any behavior here. I'm just using this as an example. But in reality, she feels safe to speak her truth. And other people are energetically drawn to her because of that. Now, what's fascinating is when you bring in the money conversation, right? So someone who is conscious out there watching my video may say, well, she feels really safe because she has money, so she can speak her truth. Correct. What I would love to know from her is, how did she get that money? Like, how did she end up meeting her husband? Why was her husband drawn to her, right? Those, like I said, she's in her 90s, so I don't know what happened, way back when. It would be interesting to find out. But what's important to take away from this video is, how do you, with whatever means you have, let go of the money? Whatever means you have, it doesn't really matter. You just have to realize you need to feel safe. And then the money will come. So you feel safe. You live in alignment. You even may speak your truth. Hi, these videos are a perfect example, right? I'm speaking my truth. These are not scripted. These are not rehearsed. I do not use AI. Speaking my truth. Trying to inspire all of you out there to do the same in your own way. You're not supposed to copy someone else. You're just supposed to be yourself, right? And then what ends up happening? The money comes. It's just a byproduct. It's an energetic byproduct of you first feeling safe, showing up as your true self from God, your blueprint, from the divine, from the universe, however you want to say it, doesn't matter. And you've let go of all those resistances, which is the work, which is why working with me one-on-one is a really great idea, because you can't go from here to here. You need all the work in the middle. And then the money comes. It happens. It happens. I have so many stories of evidence for myself and my husband. It's crazy. It's bananas. We have had the craziest week. The craziest week. I don't even know how to process it all. I'm still trying. Still trying to process it all. But the things I share in my videos are the things that I talk about with my husband and have been transformational and life-changing. And I also share with my clients. So I'm sharing with you, again, as my gift. Thank you for being here. I hope this resonates. Be more like that lady. Just kind of maybe watch it a little bit. Don't want y'all to get in trouble. That's not my point. But my point is that she somehow has safety in her body, and then she's exuding it with all these other people. And now I'm sharing that with you for the greater good. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.